everybody, good morning. This is Jean here. Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for you. The next little video, no tutorial today. I am working on something from my list of suggestions, but I just wanted to share with you just a few minutes, probably about a half an hour of footage that Maxwell and I were just, we just take a ride in my new car. I just got a new car. And we were just driving around, and it's sort of just peeking into the life I have with our son Maxwell. As you know, Maxwell is autistic, highly functioning autistic, and he has epilepsy, and he's really wanting to learn how to drive, and he has in his head that he's going to drive. We have this conversation coming up in just a few minutes in the car. We are not keen on the idea because of his autism and because of his scattiness and his ability to do things perhaps 90% of the way, and then the other 10% of the way he can't do. For instance, he does a beautiful job of washing our dishes. We had a dishwasher, but it broke, and that's okay. There's just the three of us, and inevitably, he'll do a fabulous job. He'll put on his headphones. He'll do a thorough job, and every single time I come in after he's done the dishes, and there will be a dirty fork, a dirty plate, and maybe a tea bag or some rubbish in the garbage disposal. He hasn't finished the task, ever. He has never. He's sort of incapable of finishing a task. And I don't know whether that has to do with his brain not functioning 100%, or his epilepsy, or whatever challenges he has. It doesn't impede Maxwell in his wonderful life that he lives. And he's a very happy, content young man. He's the youngest of our 10 children, and sometimes our children say, "Oh, Mom, you baby Maxwell." I don't baby him. I say, well, I've said to our other children, who are very kind, but they're tough. They have their own families. You know, Maxwell, let Maxwell do this or that. And we do. I do. I'm like, Maxwell, you go out and do. However, I do say, you know, our other 9 children are intact. They're all intact. Not perfect by any means, obviously. But Maxwell's just slightly broken. Just slightly. And not that he's the baby of the family, not that he's broken, but because he does have his issues, we look after him. And he really wants to drive. And at this moment in time, he's not ready to drive. He's quite desperate, though. So we had this conversation in the car. He just had the camera. We're videoing it. I got a new car. We got 2 new cars. We handed in one car, got another one. I talk about that. I'm in my little car, and the video is a little bit all over the place, but it might give you kind folks an insight into the mind of an autistic adult. He's an adult now, and how he thinks. We had an incident at the very end of the video of him going into Starbucks, and Maxwell doesn't have hardly any concept of money. We've tried every kind of budgetary lists, tasks, goals. His school teachers through the years have tried, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. And again, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. There's so many of us who are missing pieces. I certainly am. I absolutely am missing pieces, and our dear Maxwell is a fascinating individual to be around. He's just a delight. He's a delight, but he doesn't understand the concept of money. And you'll see he's done this dozens of times. Even if he earns his own money, he doesn't understand. The one inside, very very quickly, I want to tell you what happened. Is one time we went into Target not too long ago, and he was earning money, and he has a debit card, which he doesn't have anymore because he lost 3 debit cards. So I'm not going to get him another one. He had his own money, though, and I know every day how much money Maxwell has on his debit card. And he had about $95, I believe, on his debit card. Well, we went into Target, and it's so funny because it was a Starbucks. He said they just opened a Starbucks, which is a coffee place here in America, right at the beginning of Starbucks and the beginning of Target. And he said, "Oh, can I go get a Starbucks?" And as you know, I don't love Starbucks, but that's his treat. So I said, "Okay, go get a Starbucks." So, and I said, "Meet me in the clothing department." He said, "Oh, I do want to get my game, which is in the electronics department." Now you have to understand, as a concerned mother and wicked horrible people, this was last year, obviously before the pandemic. I was like, okay, you're a big boy. You have your phone on you. You could go back to the electronics department. I'm in the women's dress department right here. Okay, so anything you just call me. I do get nervous. With Maxwell because he has such a kind heart, and there's wicked people around. So anyway. I'm in the dress department, whatever, and I had seen him across the way with his Starbucks heading back into the electronic department. Well, about 10 minutes went by, and I'm about 7 minutes perhaps went by, and I'm in the dress department. My phone rings, and it's Maxwell. "Oh, Mom," and he was concerned. He said, "Oh, Mom, could," he stutters, and when he gets nervous, he stutters very bad. I do too a bit, but he said, could you come back into the electronics department?" And I said, okay, calm down. What happened? So I went back, and there was a big burly chap behind the desk, not looking very nice to Maxwell. And he comes up to, and Maxwell's standing there sort of shocked and wide-eyed. And I said to the gentleman behind the counter, I said, what happened, please? And he said his card was declined. And Maxwell's so wide-eyed and having a bit of a mini meltdown, and I thought, okay, never mind. I said, never mind. And I said, he said he wants to buy this game, and his card was declined. And I'm thinking, I knew there was money on that card. I knew the game cost $75. And I said, okay, never mind. I said, and Maxwell was dying, and this quietly freaking out. I said, Maxwell, just calm down. I said, Mommy will buy it. I'll sort the card out later. And I got my card out. And I said, here you go to this man. I said, just put it on this card, please. Not making a scene. And for Maxwell's sake. The man could have been nicer. Anyway, the card came through. He rang it up and gave it to me, right? And so he walked out of the store. We walked up to the aisle. And I was looking at the receipt, and it was $75 and a few dollars in tax. And I just thought, I looked at his card, and he's all wide-eyed. And he had his wallet there, and I said, what happened? I said, he said, what happened? And I said, I don't know. Why? I knew that morning he had $95 on his card. I knew that. And I'm thinking, why in the world? So I looked, he had the receipt, that's right. So I said, let me see the receipt. So he pulled it out of his phone, his wallet phone, and he looked, and I'm thinking, it's only $75. But as he was closing his phone up, I saw he had $20, a $20 bill, and I said, sometimes his dad gives him some money, and I knew he hadn't had any cash, and I said, Dad, did Daddy give you that $20, just as an aside? And he said, because I'm aware of money he has. He said, oh, no. He said, that really nice lady over at Starbucks gave me $20 after I got my drink. And I said, the really nice lady at Starbucks. He said, yeah, I bought my drink and she gave me $20. And I said, do you have the receipt from Starbucks? And it was all scrunched up, and he gave it to me. And here, I said, he put his card in, he knows the PIN number, and he got all nervous because there were people behind him, and he pushed the, would you like cash back? He just pushed buttons. Well, he pushed, I want $20 back. And of course, the lady gave him, the card went through, he gave him his drink and $20. So of course, when he goes to use it for $75, it was overdrawn. He didn't have enough money in the account. So he didn't understand, and it was the nice lady at Starbucks gave him $20. So that's Maxwell's brain, and that was last year, and he still, I went through it with him. I said, that's understandable. I had to explain to him. because it was a new concept. I think I did it a couple times. Like, you get, I don't have my glasses on. What button am I pushing? So I said it's the green button and the red button. So if they ask you, would you like cash back on your debit card, what do you press? So it was a learning process, a learning curve. And he's willing to learn. He's so open. He's willing to learn. But I said, well, that's a big learning curve because you got overdrawn. And so little by little, but he has no concept of money, and sometimes no concept of a consequence. And so driving, anyway, so we went out today, and you'll just see just sort of our day and the interaction that I have with our Maxwell. He's such a delight. He really is a delightful, wonderful person. And if you're ever around somebody who is autistic, which I know some of you have children or grandchildren or nieces or nephews, they're delightful. Don't expect any more than they're able to give. And we all are slightly broken, and we all have things we have to work on. And this is just my day in the life with our Maxwell. So I hope you enjoy the next little the little bits that he was filming of us out this morning. So again, thanks folks for listening. I appreciate it. So does Maxwell. All right, see ya. I'm in my car and we're with Maxwell.
Hello.
And I just wanted to tell you guys, you might notice I got a new car. I'm not doing a tutorial today. I'm just we're just driving around in my new car. I'm real pleased. What had happened was we had a Chrysler Pacifica van, and we got it on January 20th, 2017. Interesting, we were at a Chrysler dealer, and it was the day that Donald Trump was inaugurated. And I sat in that Chrysler dealer the whole time watching that inauguration. So what happened was we leased the vehicle for 3 years, and the lease was up, but because of the pandemic, we got in touch with the leasing company, and they said, just keep it and make the payments on it, and when you can, return it. So we were in a dilemma as what to do. We don't really need the van anymore. We didn't really need the van anymore. We've been there, done that. So what had happened is we tried to analyze our needs, and I got a smaller car, a Mazda. And my husband, a Mazda, as Ian says.
Mazda.
I said, Daddy, it's a Mazda. And I got a Mazda 3. That's what this car is.
Speed 3.
A Speed 3. And my husband we got two cars actually, for just a little bit over the price of one, which we were thrilled about. He got a Pathfinder. And that's still a 7-seater Pathfinder that he's going to be using for work. So here we are. We're taking our vehicle out, my new car, out for a ride. It's a Mazda 3. And it's interesting what happened with this car when we saw it, Maxwell, about the color.
We fell in love with it.
Yeah, we fell in love with the color. But my husband and I have been married almost 40 years. We've owned dozens of cars. We've never, ever bought anything other than a white car. We've always owned white cars. So we bought the white Pathfinder, my husband's, and then we literally went across the street, and we got the Mazda. We're leasing this car, and we went in the parking lot, and
there was a Mazda Miata, but it was manual.
Yeah, it was a really beautiful red Miata. a little sports car, 2-door sports car. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to get another sports car. I had a sports car. I had a Porsche, actually. I had a Porsche Boxster, which was an awesome little car. When we had 10 children, we had a big van, and I had a little Porsche, and it was an awesome little car. I had that car for 8 years. It was really a super little car, but I didn't want a sports car again because whatever. So we saw this car, which is red, and it was so pretty, and I'll take a picture of it. It's such a pretty red, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty car. And I'm like, well, let's see it in white, because we obviously...
No.
No, that's right. Isn't that true, Maxwell?
Yes.
It was just nothing in white. And Ian and I looked at each other and said, we test drove it. It's nice and nippy, and we did the numbers. And I'm like, we've never, ever bought any other vehicle than a white car.
Yes, you weren't expecting to get another sports car.
I wasn't. And actually, this is a 4-door car. And I'm thinking, well, it's not a sports car. It's a 4-door car with a large trunk, gets great gas mileage, blah, blah, blah. And, but I got in it, and I'm like, oh, this is a very peppy little car. It's a sweet little car. So that's our thing. But Maxwell and I were just driving around.
Yes. How about that sports mode?
Oh, it has, oh yeah, Maxwell, tell them about it.
How about you engage it?
No, I don't want to engage it, Maxwell. It goes fast.
Oh no! That defeats the purpose of a sports car.
Well, I didn't realize it was sort of like a peppy sports car, and it has what's called sports mode, which really does go quick. Nice little car. So we got our car situation sorted out for another several years. We were leasing this car because I don't do many miles. My husband got the Pathfinder, a Nissan Pathfinder, because our one son owns a building company, and he just likes, he gets Nissans, the large vans for his work. So here we are. So Maxwell and I are out just on a beautiful day.
Yes, let's go to that one store.
What store?
Or should I say that one cafe place?
Oh, Maxwell. Maxwell loves Starbucks. Oh, Maxwell. It's expensive. Oh, I don't know. I don't drink coffee.
I do.
I know, but I don't. You spend $5 for a silly coffee. I think it's a racket.
It's not silly.
Okay, for people, sorry, Starbucks people, I know you love it. Like it's a great thing, but it's not Daddy's and ours thing. Anyway, so here we are. Just wanted to say hello to you.
Hello, back again. Still in the same car.
So what do you want to talk about, Maxwell? So this is Maxwell's idea. I said, Maxwell, I want to film about my car. And he said, okay. And then I said, well, what are we going to talk about? These nice people. And Maxwell said, how about?
How is it living with an autistic kid?
How is it living with an autistic child? First of all, you're not a child, you're a man.
No, I'm a adult soon.
Yes.
Or should I say a legal adult?
Yes.
I've been a legal adult, but a true adult.
Adult, yes, you are. And you are autistic, which means what?
I have brain damage.
You have brain damage. What happened? Do you remember?
Got hit by a swing.
Yeah. When Maxwell was 18 months old, he got hit in the back of his head very, very hard with a wooden swing.
I remember it was 4.
No, when you were 4, what happened?
I don't even remember what happened.
When Maxwell was 18 months old, he got hit by a swing. And he developed fine, he was delivered fine, everything was perfect. He crawled when he should have, he spoke when he should have, he walked, the whole 9 yards. He was absolutely perfect. When he was 18 months old, he got hit by a swing, and it was a very, very traumatic injury. And we, well, let me see just a second. Yeah, we rushed him around to the doctor because he was out cold. Anyway, long story short, he was fine,
Until I was 4 years
Until you were 4 years old. And at the age of 4, Maxwell had a terrible seizure. And we're like, what in the world happened? So we took him around to the doctor, and they referred him down to a neurologist. And that was the beginning of a terrible bout of seizures. But it was interesting because we took him down to the hospital, and they did a MRI or whatever they do. And excuse me. Oops. And they said, oh, everything is fine. And I kept saying, it's fine. Maxwell said, my brain hurts right here on the back of my head, where he got hit with by the swing. And I said, the x-rays or whatever it is fine. And he's having these seizures. Well, here, the neurologist, who was lovely actually, said, oh, we'll do some more tests here. She said, she came back and she said, oh, he does have damage on where he pointed, where the swing. And it was crazy. And I'm like, oh my word. Anyway, you have to be your own doctor, right? So anyway, since then, Maxwell's had epilepsy. He's been treated for epilepsy since he's 4, and Maxwell will be 21 in 2 weeks. So, and also we had very many challenges at school, and he was
terrible challenges. Running away from the building every day.
Yeah.
Almost every day.
Yeah. So that we.
What was the longest I've gone without running away? 2 days.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, Maxwell had he had flight. He was running. He was not fitting in with the school curriculum. It was terrible until we got a diagnosis of autism, highly functioning, and since then he's been in special classes. Yeah, special classes. And what do you think? How do you cope?
My office.
Yeah.
That's how I cope.
Office. You enjoy what?
Video games.
You enjoy video games. What else?
Driving.
And driving? Your rig?
And driving real cars eventually.
Yeah, driving real cars. Now, about driving real cars, what has to be done?
So right now I have to get this DL 180, I think it's called, form filled out. That's probably in Dad's office,
right.
up at Norristown.
Yeah.
I think I left it there. Fill that out.
And what is that form?
It's, should I say, clearances? I have to get a physical done.
Yes.
Make sure everything checks out. Everything does check out. So.
By your primary physician, not your neurologist.
Not my neurologist, but to get my license, I have to do 2 years without a seizure, what I've already done.
Okay, Maxwell's gone 2 years and 3 months without a seizure. On quite a lot of medication.
Yes.
What medication are you on?
Tegretol, and I was also on some other ones, what were terrible.
Yeah. You were, when Maxwell turned 18 years, he's on Tegretol, which the generic is like a carbamazepine. But when Maxwell was 18, the neurologist said, oh, since he's like an adult, because he's a big boy, and his weight changed, and they always had to readjust his medication. They said, well, put him on this other medication.
That did not work.
That did not work. That was called Vimpat. Oh my word.
My goodness.
Oh my goodness. Maxwell had about 10 seizures in 2 weeks. It was the worst. I mean, big, full blown. So I said, well, he's doing okay.
Yes, then we go back to Tegretol, and everything just goes back to normal.
Yeah, that was and pretty well managed.
So why change something that already works?
Yeah. So then they readjusted it, like, oh, sorry, readjusted it, and said okay. So 2 years and 3 months you've not had a seizure.
Yes. So I could go about getting my permit now. I can go about that.
Right. Now, how do I feel about you driving?
You don't like it?
No. Why?
Because you're concerned for me.
Yeah.
So of my condition.
Right.
But I'm gonna have to drive. Like, it's inevitable. Is that what it's?
Perhaps. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
Right.
It's
just, in certain respects, you have a difficult time finishing a task, and perhaps an impulse.
I'm actually getting better at finishing tasks. I'm getting them.
Did you put the cream cheese away this morning?
Hey, I put the cream cheese away when I was making my bagel.
You made my bagel and you didn't put the cream cheese away?
Sorry.
Yeah. That's a silly little thing, but it's a huge responsibility to sit behind the wheel of a 3,000
yes,
pound
so
car.
I'm gonna be driving Dad around. So
yes. Well, yeah. Hope that's the goal.
Drive Dad around, then hopefully drive my own car.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yes.
That's the end goal of this stage. I'm very uncomfortable with you driving. Dad, not so much, because Dad wants you to drive him around because he's getting older, and he drives a lot. But Dad also drives where?
The turnpike.
On the turnpike.
Well, I'm actually comfortable with the turnpike.
Well, I'm not comfortable with the turnpike.
I'm comfortable with the turnpike.
Well, only because you've done that, but it's
like so many times and times again. I've done it.
Right.
So
but
many times.
Cars going 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, and you're a new driver. So this is an avenue that is up in the air at this moment. With Maxwell's challenges. How else do we deal with things? How else do we deal with things, Maxwell?
Okay, that means for me to shut up now.
No. No. So if I'm talking and you don't want to hear me, what do?
Hold my hand.
Hold my hand, Mom. Hold my hand, and that means I have to shut up, and I'm annoying him. So we have this little line of communication. Even though Maxwell is quote autistic and has challenges, you're actually very delightful.
But when I'm not delightful,
how often are you not delightful?
Not very often.
Yeah, not very often. And then when you're not delightful, why is that? Because I can't figure it out sometimes.
Me either.
Yeah, it's a trigger, perhaps. They're called triggers. Like, what triggers you to be annoyed or fed up or angry, but not often, hardly ever. But what is the trigger?
Like I said before,
yeah.
I have no idea.
We don't know. We're trying very much. It was the same with his epilepsy, trying to figure out what was triggering it. We've all tried all sorts of diets, all sorts of vitamin regimes, everything.
And it always ends up the same. Sometimes I like burst out in anger and I don't even really know the cause of it.
That's exactly right. That's happening much less.
Starbucks?
That's and you're very spontaneous. Oh, shiny. Where's there a Starbucks?
Let's go to a local. Let's find one.
Let's go to, because I'm exploring the area. We're just driving around in my new car. I'm exploring the area. So anyway, we just wanted to say hello. Maxwell just wanted to say hello. If you're not aware of our dear Maxwell, if you're new to my channel.
Limekiln Pike, so that way brings you to Norristown, that way brings you to Donnie's house.
Okay, I know this way. That's the way you go to work with Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
How did I know that?
I know. How did you know that? Because Daddy was trying to have you remember.
I guess I remembered.
That's good. That's good. So what way is that?
That way.
No, what direction is that?
If west is this way.
No, not
east,
west, east, west.
No, I'm
turning
sorry.
Right or left?
Sorry. If I was talking Dad speaking, he would say, are you doing, what direction are you
I know,
facing?
he's trying to teach you north, all the maps, north, south. Yeah, I'm thinking
east and west.
Oh my word, I don't know those things. I don't even know my lefts and rights. So,
I do.
I know you do. You're doing very well. So I'm just going left. So anyway, we just wanted to say hello. I got my new car. We're driving around. We want to
They
just
still haven't taken care of that tree.
I know, that tree's been down forever.
Still have power lines.
I know, the tree is on the power lines. It looks dangerous.
Why didn't they take care of it?
I don't know. This is a pretty road.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
Just a joyride, folks, in our car.
Pretty trees, and the trees are changing color. Look at that.
Yeah, yep, they are changing color, and when it comes winter, all of those leaves will go bye-bye.
But look at them, they're gold and red. Look how pretty they are. Anyway.
How about you turn that way?
Oh, and what's down that way, Maxwell?
My delicious store.
Your
hopefully.
store. This is boring, Maxwell. Now here's a pretty road we're on. This is nice.
This road has no. It looks like there's nobody on this road.
Yeah, it's a nice wide road.
Hey, maybe this is the road I practice on.
Well, I think you'd first have to practice in parking lots.
Parking lots.
Yeah, big time.
I've actually first time I actually drove was in a industrial district.
Yes, because
with like absolutely no one. And my nephew.
No, I thought it was your brother.
No, it was that is another store you don't want ever to take me to, like ever, unless I'm with Dad.
I don't know. What store?
GameStop?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
I was facing the scenery.
No, turn it around to you. I don't like that store either. But I'm going to take Maxwell to Starbucks today. We're out. It's nice. You have your mask? I have a mask.
Wrong pants.
No.
I usually have a mask in all of my work pants.
Yeah.
But I don't have it this time.
I made a bunch of masks because you're not allowed in stores. I hate them. I hate the masks. I can't breathe. But in Pennsylvania, it's mandatory. You're not allowed in stores without a mask. And so we wear masks, of course.
Are we headed the right direction to Starbucks?
Starbucks is down this way. Yeah.
Is it on that corner?
Yes, that's where I'm going. So I have a mask. I
was there, and I think it's down there.
Oh.
If I'm right, Limo Place, yes, I remember. Yeah. Limo Place is right here.
That's very good.
State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So you're taking
Pretzel Factory right here.
You're aware of the landmarks. That's what Daddy was trying to tell you, to be aware of landmarks.
The Dottie place, or I don't even know what that says.
It says Bueno Via.
Bueno Via.
It's a little Italian restaurant that Daddy likes.
So I'm getting more aware of these landmarks.
So that when you drive.
For when I drive. Oh, Liberty Urgent Care. Like there's tons of urgent cares around.
Yeah, we do have a lot of urgent cares.
Hey, would you rather see urgent cares or see a mattress places?
Oh my God, the mattress places. There's so many mattress places, it's not funny. Mattress Giant, Mattress Warehouse, Mattress this, Mattress that. What in the world's that all about?
Like, there was like 6 mattress places within like 200 yards of each other.
There was, wasn't there?
Oh, down there.
Oh, yeah. There was. That was crazy. That was nuts. Dim Sum.
Dim Sum.
Dim Sum. What is that? A traditional Chinese restaurant. Oh, okay.
Oi.
Oh, mate. Oh,
Oi.
wow. What a... Now, where's Starbucks? Where's this?
Right there.
Oh, there it is. All right, good mom. Do you have money?
Mommy.
And I even have to pay for this evil drink?
Yes, you do.
Okay, get my debit card out. Maxwell knows my PIN number and everything. So get my debit card out.
Don't face it on you.
I don't want to face it on me.
No, I said your debit card.
Oh, Maxwell, people can't see my debit card number.
Hey, what if they did?
Are you guys gonna steal our identity? Come on, you got your new phone case? I thought you had a lovely phone case.
Yeah.
Can you get it yet?
I hate these tan pants.
Oh no, do you? I just bought them for you.
The pockets are too high. It's like hard to get your phone out while you're sitting.
Okay. Hey, you don't need your phone. Just take my card. Why?
I was talking about my phone.
There, you need a mask, a Mickey Mouse. I made them.
You are.
Well, you either have that one. Well, excuse me. You either have that one, this pretty flowered one, or you can have this one. No, you're not wearing that one.
I'm going in.
Maxwell's very. Did you get my card? Okay. So he's going in with my pretty face mask. Good boy.
No, shouldn't have done that. I forgot this is a sports car.
Okay, so here we are at Maxwell's favorite. Yes. Aren't I a good mommy? And what has he? What have you done? What have you done? You took my mask off. Oh, what did you? I didn't ask for anything.
Here you go.
Maxwell, I didn't ask for anything.
Try it.
How much was that?
Plead the fifth.
You played the fifth with my flipping money. Maxwell, how much was it?
$8.
$8. $8.
Try it. Take a sip of it. I'm gonna take
that
this.
Annoys me. I have gum in my mouth. What in the world?
That's something you'd like.
It tastes like water.
It's a peach tea. It's a peach and lemon tea. It's an iced tea.
It tastes like flavored peach water. And that cost $8 for 2 of them? Oh, Maxwell. That...
Thought?
Okay, I said, go buy 1 drink.
I forgot that.
No,
No, I honestly,
well then,
I forgot that.
Well then, if you forgot to just buy me 1 drink, I'm going to forget wanting you to drive.
No, I mean I have to work on it.
You do, Maxwell.
Hey, I'll give you a $20 bill.
You used my card, my debit card. That's called being responsible. That wasn't very responsible.
I need to work on it, but 1 to 10, that drink? I got
1 to 10 this drink? It's
like,
about a 2.
I'm
not, you have it. Look, here. You, hold on. Tell me, is that like a fabulous drink?
I like it.
Oh, Maxwell.
What?
Maxwell.
I like the...
It's like a flavored water. I'm not being wicked, Maxwell. It's not worth $4.
I was doing... I was thinking of you.
Oh, that was very kind.
I was thinking of you, so I didn't want you to have it.
That was very kind of you.
I didn't want you to go without a drink.
That was very kind of you.
Yeah, because
I appreciate that. With my money.
Like, I know you don't like Starbucks, but you have to. There's not. It's a variety. This is not just a coffee place.
Okay.
This is not a coffee place.
Okay.
Either there was this like guava black tea, or this peach tea.
Okay. Thank you very much for thinking of me.
Which one would you had, guava or peach?
Peach.
So I got you peach.
Okay. Thank you very much. But the next time you take my debit card,
get one.
Get what you intended to get. Okay. See, being spontaneous.
I actually got what I intended to get.
Well, for you, yes. And what did you intend? What did you get?
This is a pumpkin cream cold brew.
Okay.
So.
Do you like it?
This is delicious.
Okay. Okay.
This, in simple terms, it's a beer, but not a beer at all.
But perhaps we have to work a little bit more on responsibility. Just a bit? Being a bit more responsible?
Now turn it to both of us.
How do I do that? I'm turning it to both of us and saying what? Maxwell. I don't want to turn it to both of us.
Give me the...
Go slowly. Oh well. Maxwell tried.
I was gonna get the biggest size,
no,
but on these sizes, the biggest size would have came up to here.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
So
that's okay. That was very kind of you to think of me. But the task at hand was to do what?
Get me my drink.
To get you one drink, right? With my debit card, which I gave you. Now, has that happened before?
No.
Has that happened before, that I give you my debit card and a task?
And I forget? And you forget.
So what have I wanted you to do? Perhaps write it down?
Yes, but with Starbucks, it's unpredictable. But sometimes there's a completely different thing on there. It's a variety. Starbucks is not just a coffee place. They also make good teas. Hey.
But I didn't want a tea.
I should have asked you before. Do you want anything?
Yeah, that's it. So you should ask me
prior
to. That's right. Because the task was you go in and you buy yourself a lovely drink, and I gave you the card. So the next time you're going to try to remember to say, "Oh, Mom, do you want anything?" I'll say either yes or no.
If you say yes, I would try to
surprise me.
I would try to surprise you with it.
Right, but you surprised me this time.
Not so much.
Not so much. Well, you did surprise me because I didn't ask for it, but it was very kind of you. So your heart was good, but the logic wasn't quite there. So you have to really think about that.
It's for my sunglasses.
Okay? You have to really think about it.
Yeah, so are you gonna drink that, or do I have to drink it?
No, I'll drink it. It's I don't love it, but that's okay.
Starbucks isn't, you don't just get one drink. You have to try multiple drink. So like, what's your take on Starbucks? What's your take on it?
You know what my take on Starbucks is.
Horrible place.
No. I just think it's expensive for what it is. That's all.
Yes.
You spend $4 for a small drink. We can go and get a case of water for $3. A case, 24 bottles. Okay, that's all. Okay. I'm just trying to have you the value of something. Okay. Now, it's valuable to you because you enjoy the process, you enjoy the experience. Yes.
Yes, and they make it like right in front of you. Yes. They don't just do like a boring coffee.
Right.
At all.
So so that experience is valuable to you. Is it worth the money though? Considering how you know.
In a sense, yes. Should I say yes and no and yes? It's a fine line between me saying yes and me saying no.
Okay. All
right. But they take pride in their work.
Okay.
And I think it's worth the money. Like, but
if it was your money that you earned, which you are, that you had taken out of your bank, would you be so inclined to spend it as quickly than that it was my money?
Me, right now, I'm not spending any money, really.
No, you're not spending any money, but... Oh, that car's going to go right through that red light almost. Whoa, wow. Couldn't slow down. Neither can this car. Wow, everybody's speeding around. Oh my word, excuse us.
This road just have like a sports car, put it in sports mode.
I don't know, putting it in sports mode. Put
it in sports mode just for...
No, I'm not. It goes quick.
It goes quick, but you also have to you use the sport mode as well.
It goes quick. I'm a little old lady in a red sports car. I'm having a midlife crisis.
Yes, and what was the last time you had a Starbucks drink before?
Are we on Starbucks still? Sorry. Okay, let's get off. Okay, these poor people are listening to this, and we're not making any sense, Maxwell.
Oh, okay.
I
almost dropped the camera.
Careful, my camera! You'd almost drop it. Careful, you're concentrating on Starbucks too much. All right, everybody, Just wanted to say hello.
Hey, what?
Thank you for our morning ride.
Steering wheel. Well, can I get a new steering wheel?
Oh, now we're on
Attachment?
steering wheels. Okay.
Hi.
Is this your autism speaking? I'm not making fun of you.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
But you're all over the place.
I am all over the place.
Yeah, well, so a normal conversation, we segue. Do you know what that word means?
No.
A segue is you make a transition slowly, not one thing to the next. I have a little bit of a difficulty in that. I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit ADD. Do you know what that is?
Attention disorder?
Attention deficit disorder.
Disorder.
Yes. I've not been diagnosed, but I know I am. Because sometimes I'm a bit all over the place. But normal people have a conversation ball rolling back and forth gently.
Yes, so they're just back to the wheel thing.
No. We weren't talking about the wheel. That's an entirely different conversation.
How would we ease into that conversation?
Well, you could say,
how would I ease into that conversation?
how would you ease? You would say,
how would I ease into from a Starbucks conversation to a wheel conversation?
um,
There's not really any good way to do that.
oh, by the way, Mom, I was thinking about it. I'm saying, you could say, oh, I know, we're talking about Starbucks, but I was thinking about something else. Do you mind if we talk about my wheel? Instead of about that wheel.
Okay.
Yeah? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So what would you say?
Oh, by the way, I was thinking about my wheel. Can we talk about it?
Exactly. Oh, squirrel. Squirrel! There was a squirrel! I knew it.
Okay, off track. That is a definite reason to be off track. If you almost...
I nearly hit a squirrel! I didn't. Who shot the squirrel? Okay, anyway, we're going to talk about his wheel. Okay, folks. Have a lovely day, everybody. See you later.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. So yeah, bye-bye.